Ever wondered what it takes to dethrone a legend? We've often seen today's champion replace yesterday's heroes. This time, it is expanding into the world of helicopters. The Blackhawk helicopter has been a symbol of robust utility and dependability. Now, there's a helicopter so advanced that it makes a Blackhawk look like a relic of the past. What makes this new helicopter a formidable challenger to the Blackhawk's throne? Let's discover why this new guy is the future of aerial combat. For a long time, the US military has used helicopters like the Blackhawk to their limits. The Blackhawk, in particular, has been flying far beyond its expected lifespan. Recently, it's been in the news for serious security reasons. The Blackhawk has been serving for over 40 years. It was created in 1972 when the Army needed a rugged, dependable helicopter to move troops quickly to different places worldwide. The Blackhawk helicopter, named after a Native American war chief, was first used by the Army in 1979. Since then, it has been crucial to many Army missions, including in Grenada, Panama, Iraq, Somalia, the Balkans, Afghanistan, and the Middle East. It even played a role in capturing the terrorist Osama bin Laden. Despite its long service history, the Blackhawk has faced criticism recently. 3 crashes involving National Guard Blackhawks have occurred in just over a year, raising concerns about how these helicopters are being used and maintained. Adding to the challenges, there is a fear of war with China in the Western Pacific Ocean. This has made the US authorities rethink strategies and allocation of research resources to develop a beast of the skies. If this worst-case scenario were to happen, the United States would need to carry out aggressive island-hopping missions. They'd need a fast, robust, dependable helicopter to carry heavy military gear and deliver powerful attacks. The US military is pinning its hopes on a bold project, creating new helicopters that could stand up to the challenge, equipped with the latest military technology. These new helicopters could fight wars even in the toughest part of the Pacific. To solve its problem, the military has asked companies to develop new helicopter designs. They want these helicopters to be superior to the Blackhawk without being limited by its design. Bell and Sikorsky, part of Lockheed Martin, are racing to create the next generation of helicopters. They both say they found ways to make helicopters much faster, but they've gone about it differently. Bell's V-280 Valor has wings, making it use fuel more efficiently for long trips than Sikorsky Boeing's SB-1 Defiant, which relies only on rotors. On the other hand, SB-1 is designed to be similar in size to the Blackhawk, which it's meant to replace, which could be an advantage. Both companies say their helicopters are more maneuverable, essential for landing troops in small areas or hiding from radar behind hills and trees. Even though they have different features, both helicopters are being marketed for their speed and endurance. The US military has a tough decision ahead. If you're enjoying the video so far, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome military content just like this. Your support fuels our mission of creating the best content possible for our viewers. The US Army's final decision between the 2 battling companies was to pick Bell to make a new helicopter to replace a UH-60 Blackhawk. 3 years ago, the Army released these requirements for the new helicopter, giving us a pretty good idea of what the Army wanted in terms of how well the new helicopter would perform and what it could do. However, we don't have access to all the information the Army used to decide which helicopter to buy. They had access to cost analysis and performance details about both helicopters. The Defiant helicopter caught the public's attention more than the Valor did. It looked futuristic, but similar to the Blackhawk it was meant to replace. It seemed more compact, although it's still quite significant, especially in height. The Defiant had a particular wow factor that the Valor didn't, and tilt rotors are now a common sight in the military. However, a helicopter with a compound, coaxial rigid rotor setup like the Defiant is still rare. Even though the Defiant may have seemed more impressive at first glance, its design concept needs to be developed more than the Valor's. Bell won a massive contract worth $232 million, which is just the beginning of what could be a deal worth up to $7.1 billion. Depending on how many helicopters the Army and other countries order, this deal could eventually be worth over $70 billion for Bell. The helicopter, called the V-280, is a tilt rotor. It can take off and land like a helicopter, but its propellers can rotate forward once in the air, allowing it to fly as fast as a regular plane. The V-280 uses a mix of proven tilt-rotor technology and new digital engineering, giving the Army a versatile helicopter for different missions. The contract that was given out was for a virtual prototype, which means it's not a real helicopter yet. An actual prototype might be ready by 2025, but the Army has to give out more contracts before that can happen. Army officials say that they were impressed by how quickly they made this decision, saying it happened about 4 years faster than expected. Both Bell and Sikorsky Boeing had been working on their helicopter designs for the past 9 years, and they even built and flew models to show off their ideas. The Army didn't say exactly why they picked Bell over Sikorsky Boeing. It was just that Bell's proposal offered the best value. Bell introduced the V-280 helicopter in 2013. Unlike its predecessor, the V-22, the V-280's engines are fixed at the end of its wings, making maintenance more accessible and cheaper. In October 2021, Bell and Rolls-Royce announced that the V-280's engines would shift from the T64 turboshaft to a derivative of the Rolls-Royce T406AE 1107C used on the Osprey. This new engine, the AE 1107F, would increase power from 5,000 to 7,000 horsepower. The V-280 helicopter is designed to fly at a cruising speed of 280 knots, 320 miles per hour, which is why it's called a V-280. It can reach 300 knots and range 2,400 miles. In combat situations, it can effectively travel between 500 to 800 nautical miles, 580 to 920 miles. This range could enable the U.S. to conduct operations with greater flexibility and surprise, complicating China's defensive strategies. The helicopter is expected to have a maximum takeoff weight of around 30,000 pounds, 14,000 kilograms. One big difference from the V-22 Osprey is that the V-280's engines stay in one place while the rotors and drive shafts tilt. This design allows a single engine to drive both prop rotors in case one engine fails. The V-280 will also have retractable landing gear, a triple redundant fly-by-wire control system, and a V-tail configuration. The V-280 helicopter's wings are made from a single piece of carbon fiber reinforced polymer composite, which makes them lighter and cheaper to produce. The helicopter will have a crew of 4 and carry up to 14 troops. It's equipped with dual cargo hooks to lift a 10,000-pound M77A2 howitzer while flying at 150 knots. Visually, the V-280's fuselage resembles the UH-60 Blackhawk medium-lift helicopter. When the aircraft is on the ground, the wings are more than 7 feet, 2.1 meters above the ground. This makes it easy for soldiers to escape through the two 6-foot, 1.8-meter wide side doors. It also gives door gunners a wide range of fire. The US V-280 Valor represents a potent military asset that could significantly enhance a US military's capabilities and pose a credible threat to China and potential conflicts. Its speed, range, and advanced technology make it a force to be reckoned with on the modern battlefield. Bell is doing something cool with the V-280 helicopter. They're also working on a version that could be used for attack missions. They're figuring out if they need different types of helicopters for each job, or if one helicopter could switch between them. Bell believes that their V-280 Valor helicopter can handle both tasks well. Why settle for yesterday's hero when tomorrow's champion is knocking at the door? This next-gen flyer will outsmart the Blackhawk completely. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to stay up to date with our latest videos. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.